Outdoors Delmarva covers everything outdoors,
including real hunting and fishing situations involving wildlife.
We do our best each and every week to keep it tasteful, but discretion is advised.
Now, enjoy the show.
This is Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru, delivering an experience.
This week on the show, we're welcoming in 2012, the only way Ocean City, Maryland knows how. We're on the beach with some of the area's craziest characters getting in touch with their inner penguin. Then it's a big event at a small local hangout, and it's giving some regulars a chance to say farewell with a bang. Plus, we'll join some youngsters in the field for a fast and furious waterfowl hunt. So we're hoping, will darkness spoil our plans?
Right now on Outdoors Delmarva.
How big that brand is. There you go, brother. Nice
fish. This is Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru, delivering an experience.
All right. Okay, I got it.
And now, here are Mike Parker and Captain Willie Dykes.
Hi, everybody, and thanks for watching Outdoors Delmarva. I'm Mike Parker.
And I'm Captain Willie Dykes, and we'd like to wish every one of you out there a healthy and happy new year. And we've got a lot of great adventures planned, and we can't wait to share them with you in 2012.
Yes, Willie, want to say here in person, Happy New Year, buddy.
Happy New Year, Mike.
Can't wait to spend it with you again and get out there and have some fun. But, you know, first order of business here after the holidays is, well, to get this old Christmas tree out of the cabin, bring it back out here to nature, and hopefully find a brand new use for it. So I understand coming up here in a couple of minutes, you're going to show us how we can put that tree to use and benefit some wildlife like birds and rabbits.
You bet, Mike. We got another job for the old thing.
All right, looking forward to it. But first things first, well, we had to start the new year off right. And for us, that means heading over to Ocean City, Maryland, where plenty of brave souls were getting in touch with their inner penguin.
The first day of the new year in Ocean City, Maryland could easily be bland. Just an average day at a lonely seaside retreat, the victim of cold weather, where the long winter season is hardly tourist season. Whoa! I'm glad that was just a dream.
It's wild. It's pretty cold.
Because the real New Year's Day in OCMD is a wake-up call with thousands of brave or crazy people taking part in the annual Penguin Swim. It may look like Armageddon. After all, it is 2012, right? But this fun-filled experience is for a good cause, benefiting Atlantic General Hospital, and all the right people are there to make sure it's safe.
The Ocean City Fire Department dive team's here just to protect everyone that enters the water and keep everybody safe.
How'd it go?
Went great.
It was a little bit chilly. Freezing cold.
Something you'll never forget.
Exactly. We'll do it every year. It's for a great cause.
Of course, you can't stop insanity altogether. No, you can only hope to contain it. And as has become tradition, we armed Outdoors Delmarva producer Chopper Chuck with the waterproof Venture Can and sent him into the freezing surf.
Oh, wait, I can't wait. Here we go. Go ahead,
Woo! Rock on!
The costume, that was his idea.
It's going!
In waves, the mad dash continues, almost like layers of crazy being peeled off the beach. Some all too anxious to greet the Atlantic face first. Others, we found needed a little prompting.
2, 1.
Everyone's like, can I get a picture of you? Did you go in?
All by themselves, or in an organized group. The point is, nobody at the 2012 Ocean City Penguin Swim was alone. A crowd of families, friends, and lovable freaks, ringing in the new year the only way they know how.
Be safe 2012 and get outdoors, Delmarva.
Happy New Year's in Outdoors Delmarva.
Always lots of fun. We'll be feeling those chills for weeks. Hey, if you have any pictures or videos taken at the Ocean City Penguin Swim or any other similar events from New Year's Day, we'd like to see them and share them here on the show. You can email me at mparker@wboc.com or post them on the Outdoors Delmarva Facebook page. And we'll be right back.
Coming up next on Outdoors Delmarva, well, you've heard the expression going out with a bang. We're headed to a certain small town hangout for a farewell event. But first, did you know? The water temperature at Ocean City, Maryland was a bitter 44 degrees on New Year's Day, but the air temperature was slightly more spring-like. What was the high temperature for Ocean City on January 1st? The answer when we come back.
This is Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru, delivering an experience. Sponsored by Ocean City Tourism, Shorts Marine, and Shooter's Choice. Outdoors Delmarva will be right back.
All right, what do you guys think, man? Yeah, baby.
Did you know?
Well, I'm meteorologist Brian Keene, and even though water temperatures only topped out at 44 degrees, they say the air temperature makes it much colder when you get out of the water. So what was the air temperature? 55 degrees. Get outdoors, Delmarva.
Did You Know is sponsored by North Bay Marina.
Thanks for watching Outdoors Delmarva. I'm Captain Willie Dykes. You know, we're still looking for the perfect place to put this old Christmas tree. We're hoping it'll become a hangout for birds and other small wildlife. And I think we're getting closer. And speaking of hangouts, there's a place over in Somerset County that's been a favorite of the locals for years. And just by coincidence, the day we showed up for a local event was a chance to say farewell. Two of Delmarva's wintertime favorites came together recently in Somerset County. I'm talking about turkey shoots and hot chili, and they shared the spotlight at the legendary Buck's store. Buck's is well known but hard to find out in the country at one end of Cokesbury Road, somewhere between Pocomoke City and Princess Anne. The current owner, Robin, puts it in perspective. How far is it to the nearest street light?
I would say 6 miles maybe.
6 miles to the nearest street light.
Big John, you're number one.
The turkey shoot takes place just off the road, and in this neck of the woods, traffic is light and not so many people are in a hurry, so the pavement becomes a part of the venue. Now that's a big plus in a wet year, but a good mud puddle has its fans too. Hunting and gun sports are family pastimes on the lower shore, and all ages and genders take part. The boys learn hunting skills and firearm safety from their dads at an early age. Good job. The girls are right there with them, of course, whether it's because they like it or they're just showing they're not going to be outdone. Most of the shooters on the shore can tell this is not a precision shooting sport.
He's in charge of everything.
It's a little bit of luck involved. By the time the shotgun pattern gets down to the target, it's probably, maybe 2 or 3 feet in diameter. So getting a shot right next to that X is luck as much as anything else. But it does help a little bit to aim where the center of your pattern's going, and if you know your shotgun, if you shot it a bit, that helps out too. A lot of the boys bring out the old guns because, you know, an old gun with a full choke shoots a little harder. The ducking loads in there, wasn't it?
Yeah. They trick you with that job. Put an elephant gun in there.
Here's how it goes. It costs around $2 to enter a round, and I can't think of anything you can do for $2 anymore. This is a 50-50 round, so they'll take keep half the money and give half the money to the winner. The homemade targets are held fast with sturdy rubber bands, and you get one shot at it. The shooter who gets a pellet closest to the middle of the X wins.
Oh, there's the clear winner right there. Well, we'll see. Be dependent mostly on luck, but that's the way I do most stuff these days. That's right. That's about the best I can do. If that wasn't good enough, I don't know what I can do. I have to go down there and poke a hole in it with a pencil.
On the inside, part of the crowd is relaxing and watching the game, while chili lovers were tickling their taste buds and casting their ballots for a winner from over a dozen entries.
Very good. Yeah, I'm narrowing it down.
Some of the recipes are best kept secrets, and some are probably best kept secret.
Number 13 has some nice bite. Some kind of exotic meat in there too. I don't know what it is.
Awesome. Exotic meat. Some coons, some squirrels, some rabbit. A roadkill.
The thing about events like the Turkey Shoot and Chili Cook-Off at Buck's is that most of the fun is just being there. Buck's store is closed now, a victim of modern times, but we sure had a lot of fun.
Get outdoors, Delmarva!
Coming up next on Outdoors Delmarva, we'll find a flooded field and wait for the ducks. But will darkness set in before these youngsters can pull the trigger?
This is Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru, delivering an experience. You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru, delivering an experience. Here's Mike Parker.
Well, you know it's true. Once the holidays have passed, we kind of get into these dog days of winter, shorter days, colder temperatures. It's kind of a rough combination. Fortunately, when we got together with some youth waterfowl hunters recently, there was still enough of that evening light for the birds to get right.
On the final day of fall daylight saving time, this anxious group of youngsters and dads gathered at Ray Ellis's property near Gumboro, where first things first, some target practice was in order.
They're fast and they're hard to shoot.
While the eventual plan was to set up in a field a few miles away on a Maryland property for the second of two recent youth waterfowl hunts, a little time to get a feel for the gun and break some clays wasn't going to slow us down, and would hopefully pay off big if and when some ducks would fly our way.
I think we're just going to go in there, sit, and wait for the duck to come.
And then you got to be quick.
Yep.
So that means the gun's coming up before you ever take it off safety, and then your finger never goes on the trigger until you're ready to aim.
At the Maryland farm, after a brief safety talk and going over gun handling and shooting etiquette, we hop aboard an ATV for a quick trip to the field. Now more like a corn swamp, saturated with enough water to make an attractive landing spot for any nearby ducks looking to rest and feed.
You got what they need. You got corn and shallow water and cover, and that's what they want this time of year.
As the kids got settled into the dried up rows, local duck boss Carl Hammond was summoned to do the calling, while the rest of us would do the spotting, and Carl would also make the call when it was time to pull the trigger.
Shoot them. Good shooting, boys. Good shooting. Good shooting. Hot damn.
Perfect.
Did you get one?
Yes. I know that I hit one right up. I think I hit one anyway. And I think it went over there. It landed right over there, and I'm going to go try to check it out later.
During a quick retrieval attempt, the inevitable was bound to happen, as any duck hunter can attest.
We need a dog.
Because as soon as you try to go get them, some more fly in, and the cover is blown.
I don't think they're coming back.
And with darkness setting in, the kids will get just one more shot before shooting time expires.
Okay. You got one of them. You got one. You got two down.
Still, battling the darkness is just another chapter in this hunting story, one that these young sportsmen will be writing for a long time to come.
Get outdoors, Delmarva!
And now it's time to check in with an old friend. Here's this week's Scorchy's Corner Classic.
All aboard for Tilly the Tug. All aboard for Tilly the Tug.
It's departure time for Tilly the Tug. Now, Tilly isn't your ordinary tough, rugged, pug-nosed tug. She's a sweet little thing that plies the placid waters of the picturesque Pocomoke River between Snow Hill and Shad Landing. She pushes no barges, pulls no boats. People are her thing, the beauty of unspoiled nature, the rewards of her toil.
Okay, the Pocomoke River is the Indian word which means dark water, and there are 3 reasons for the darkness. One of them is that we have the bald cypress tree stands whose roots produce tannic acid. Another reason is that both sides of the river are surrounded by swamp. And then you have the bog ore, or the iron ore, that they dug out of the swamp between 1820 and 1840.
The brainchild of Snow Hill's Buzz and Sherry Gehring, Tilly the Tug is a delight to the hundreds who come from far and wide to drink in the wonders of a river that is truly nature in the raw. Charming little Tilly is a petite 27 feet and carries 22 passengers. She is awful busy these days carrying wide-eyed tourists on a journey through yesterday. Tilly is quite a gal. Scorchy Taw is one in our Delmarvelous land for WBOC News.
Coming up next on Outdoors Delmarva, Captain Willie finally tracks down a spot for that old Christmas tree. But can his post-holiday creation lure in some feathered friends?
This is Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru, delivering an experience. You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru, delivering an experience. And now, here's Captain Willie.
Okay, I think I finally found the spot for the old Christmas tree out of the cabin. You know, there's nothing like watching the little ones gathering around the Christmas tree for presents, and that's what we're going to be able to do when the birds discover what we're going to put out for them to eat. Now I'm going to prop mine up. You can actually lay it down if you don't have anything to prop it up against, and the birds will be able to use it just as well. What we've done is taken some pine cones and put some of last year's peanut butter in there. That the kids really enjoy that part. We're going to take it and just roll it in some bird seed. It really picks up a lot of those nourishing seeds. Look at that. Has the peanut butter that has all that nourishing oil and fat in it, and the seeds. They're really going to like this. Take a couple of them. I think it sounds like there's a couple of them that are waiting already. We just hang these in different places on the tree. An old Christmas tree just has so many places for the birds to sit and rest and feel protected. This is not just recycling the tree, it's recycling all the fun you had decorating the tree in the first place. And you'll have just as much fun watching the birds and the squirrels and whatnot discover the treats that you've made for them. Along with the bird seed and the peanut butter, you can also use fruit to have some apples and orange slices here. And if some of the old apples from the Christmas arrangements are starting to get a little withered, this is a perfect place to use them. You also use raisins or popcorn, just about anything that would be tasty and nutritious. Okay, tree's all ready to go. Nothing left to do but go inside where it's warm and wait for the birds to show up. Now the birds have a treat, a little bit of extra food to get them through the winter. And we're going to have, in just a little while, we're going to have us a whole bevy of little birds to watch. And there's nothing that lifts your spirits in the dead of winter like watching several species of birds coming in and feeding out the winter window.
coming up next on Outdoors Delmarva. Stay tuned for your latest viewer pictures.
Outdoors Delmarva viewer pictures are sponsored by Shorts Marine. This is Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru, delivering an experience. Sponsored by Ocean City Tourism, Shorts Marine, and Shooter's Choice.
It's time now to take a look at some of the videos and pictures sent in by our own Outdoors Delmarva viewers.
And we'll start with a few young hunters who found success in the field recently. 9-year-old Garrett Marks from Felton shot his first ever rabbit using his .410. His mom Elena says Garrett was proud to help put food on the family's table. Ben Jacobs from Ocean View, Delaware is also celebrating his first and second Canada goose all in one day. Ben has been hunting with his dad, Dennis, for 2 years now and finally knocked down a couple of honkers. Great job. Daniel Muma from Snow Hill had a nice rifle season in Maryland. Check out this beauty of a 16-pointer dressing out at 175 pounds. Paul Drown from Del Mar said in this shot of a nice 10-pointer he harvested on the first day of rifle season and says he came out just before dark. Brandon Shores from Eden recently headed out west for a South Dakota pheasant hunt. He's pictured here with his hunting partner and proof of success. And Joe and Debbie Visculia of Long Neck checked in again this week with a shot of their backyard visitors. Now these look like some curious whitetails and very entertaining. Well, we love sharing your outdoors videos and pictures here on the show, so please keep them coming. Just email me at mparker@wboc.com, or you can post them on the Outdoors Delmarva Facebook page.
All right, Willie, welcoming in 2012 this week. I think a couple of things. First of all, those birds are going to enjoy that extra shelter we gave them with the old tree. And number two, I think the folks at the Penguin Swim in Ocean City are lucky it wasn't as cold on New Year's as it is today.
Now, they dodged a bullet over there, Mike, because today winter is back.
The flurries are right on cue. All right, for Captain Willie Dykes, I'm Mike Parker, reminding you to get outdoors, Delmarva.
Rock on!